Hey, it's Beck here, and today's video is on my number one tip to reduce emotional eating or stress eating. I talk to my clients every single day about stress eating because I feel like it's a big thing. We do deal with our stress with food, and a lot of us do it quite often. So the thing that I explore with my clients, and this is just a surface thing, there are so many reasons why we stress eat, why we emotionally eat, but this is just one thing that I find helps a lot of my clients, and it's recognizing if they are doing anything for themselves, if they're giving back to themselves at all, and if they have things in place to actually give back. So what I mean by that is it's sort of like having an emotional eating toolbox or a stress eating toolbox, and having things in that toolbox to actually help you to reduce your stress eating. So if you're not doing much for yourself, just say you're giving all your energy out to your work or your kids or a loved one, maybe a loved one's unwell. If you're giving all your energy out all the time and you're not giving back to yourself at all, you'll get to the end of the day exhausted, flat, and you just want to eat chocolate or whatever it may be, chocolate chips, whatever your thing is that you find you go towards when you stress eat. You might go towards those foods to help you deal with the emotions that you've had throughout the day, not only because you're giving out so much, but when we do eat things like chips and chocolate, it's fun. So it gives us that dopamine hit, that hit of we've done something for ourselves and we've done something fun as such. So what I would encourage you, if you find your stress eating a lot and emotionally eating a lot, what are you doing for fun? So think about the things that you do for fun, that you do for self-care, that you love, that involves no one else, just those things that you do for fun. And if you can't think of anything, or the last time that you have done something for fun, think about those things that you could be doing just to give back to yourself, because you'll find that will help a lot with stress eating. When we're not doing things for ourselves and when we're not doing things for fun, chocolate and chips, of course, are fun, and that's how people end up treating themselves and getting that enjoyment out of their day. So have a little bit of a think about what could be in your emotional eating toolbox. So like I said at the beginning, I was going to mention the emotional eating toolbox. So your emotional eating toolbox could be all the things that you find fun that you could turn towards instead of having food. Yes, sometimes food is the thing that's going to help you in that point of time if you need it. However, what else could you do to help with your stress? What else can you do that you find fun? And I've got a bit of a list in front of me. I'm just going to move my camera to the side because I've covered it a little bit. But I find to help with my stress in particular, I find exercise, listening to music, doing things like yoga, reading a book, being in nature, those things really do sing to me, and I find they help reduce my stress. But it's not only those things, it could be anything. So have a think about what works for you, and if you're not doing any of those things at the moment, can you dedicate some time each week to actually do something for yourself and do something for fun? And this is what I explore with a lot of my clients. It's working out what they love doing, so that they're actually filling up their cup and they're doing things for self-care, and that will help you take a big step away from emotional eating. So I'll read the whole list out. I've got a whole list here. So sometimes for people, it's even taking a bath. So taking that time out just to have a relaxing bath. It can be walking, it can be playing with your pets, exercising, doing deep breathing exercises, listening to music, having a cup of tea and taking that moment in the day. Anything that you find that gives back to yourself, and it can be simple, just having a cup of tea, but just reflect. If you notice you're stress eating and emotionally eating a lot, then reflect on what you are actually doing for yourself, and is that why you're doing that? Yes, there's a lot more reasons for emotional eating. This is just my number one thing I start to explore with my clients, and these are the sorts of things that we talk about in our Stress Less program, which is starting on Monday. I'm going to put the details in the comments if you're interested in joining us for our Stress Less program. We talk about stress eating, emotional eating, and how to overcome that, and some of the other strategies around this as well, because it's not as simple as sometimes doing things for fun. There can be more layers to emotional eating that we need to look at, and reducing stress is a huge one. So if you would love to join our Stress Less program, we'd love to have you in there. It's a 6-week online program starting on the 20th of June, which is this Monday coming. It runs for 6 weeks and we go through videos just like this one, but in much more depth, twice a week, as well as a lot of educational posts, and you get our ebook as well to help work through some of your stress issues. So stress can cause a lot of different things, and especially emotional eating. Funnily enough, that's what we're talking about today. So I'll leave it like at that, and just reflect on what could be in your emotional eating toolbox. What are some alternatives for you? And if you're not doing anything for fun, can you book in some fun on the weekend? And you might find that fills up your cup and you're not using food for your fun activity. All right, I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.